Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sashery, and as always, I'm joined by
Rob Mendiola.
Greetings, Rob.
What's up, Doug? You made it out again, man.
I made it out again.
You're making it a habit.
Yeah. Well, I like coming here, man. I like coming to see the podcast mascot.
But you're talking about doing remote, and I'm not sure I'm down with that, but we'll have to fight over that later.
Yeah, we can work that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work that out. What about today's guest?
What about it? Who do we have today, man? Is he coming from a long way?
By way of, at least by knowledge, Jacksonville, that would be Mr. Barry Kerch from the band Shinedown. Hey, Barry.
Wow.
What's going on, guys?
Another day, man. Another day.
I hear you.
Yeah. We, I was thinking, I said, we're going to have Barry on. Yeah, good. And then I see Ty had him on. I'm like, God dang it. I said,
beat you.
No, he did. But not only that, but it's hard to find his show. His show, Ty Sherrill, which we've had on, his show,
Yeah.
It's in his channel. Is that right, Barry?
It's in his channel, and it's very new, so that's probably why it's getting hard to find.
Yeah, because
I think he's still working out the kinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was trying to find, and he's had some good people on that I know, and but I was like, God dang it, it was hard to find him. Anyhow, Barry Kerch, man, you've let's see, Barry, what age did you start doing music, man? What brought you in?
I was 7 years old.
Wow.
So that would have been 43 years ago to age myself. Yeah, I was 7 years old. My grandmother, her brother was a jazz drummer up in the Chicago area. Nobody famous. I never met him. But I've always been into rhythm. Rhythm's always been part of my life. And that for my 7th birthday, she's like, you remind me of my brother. And I got my first snare drum.
Nice.
Was hooked. I played in school. I was lucky enough at that time period where the elementary school actually had a band program, and middle school, and I marched in high school, and I even marched my first 2 years of college, played in numerous bands before getting lucky enough to start this band called Shinedown that I'm still currently playing for.
Wow.
That's right. He's an OG Shinedown, man.
So did y'all started kind of ground up?
Shinedown, kind of.
Yeah.
We have a very interesting story because Brent, our singer, he was signed to Atlantic Records, which we are currently signed to now, with a different band, a band called Dreve, which really never saw the light of day out of Knoxville, Tennessee, where Brent's from. But they did their first record, and the label just shelved it. It never saw the light of day.
Wow.
But they kept Brent because they obviously saw something special in his voice. We all know how powerful his voice is.
Very.
And sent him on a writing tour. And he ended up in Jacksonville, Florida. And he was writing here, and I think they were kind of trying to get him to maybe go solo or something of that nature. But I apologize. I had my alarm going off for this interview.
We don't even hear it. That's weird.
We're early birds, man. Sorry
That's
about
weird.
that.
I heard it. No, I like it. If you're not early, you're late.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So he ended up here. He was, just writing, but he always wanted to be a band. They were trying to make him maybe a solo artist or, just Brent Smith. He's like, no, I got to be part of a band.
That's cool.
And the rest is history. I auditioned. I was the 7th drummer to try out. My audition is actually the song you hear on the first record, 45. That was my audition. That recording was my audition recording to say, hey, can you play in the studio? And I did, and played the song. And
Go ahead,
now I'm
man.
still here.
That's very cool.
That is cool, man. Yeah, he's got a very unique, very powerful voice. He hasn't Shinedown doesn't do any screamo, and
No.
but I like that, but I think I appreciate the guys who kind of go back and forth, because man, if you do a lot of that, you're gonna, at least for everybody I've seen, they burn themselves out. I love Avenged Sevenfold, but man, they had a while where they couldn't do anything, and
Oh, that poor man, Matt, I believe is his name. He went through it with his voice.
yeah, and Brent's got a great voice. I think the first one, it was there for me, but it definitely was. Second Chance was the song that brought me in. But what sold me on Shinedown was the Shinedown in My House video when I saw them doing it was Yo guitarist and Brent doing freaking Simple Man, and anybody from the South like I am, that you know, Skinner is freaking royalty, man. And that was
and to do it justice like that just makes it better.
Yeah, because you can do a lot of damage. You know, I don't want to hear somebody do that again.
Yeah.
No, it was good, man.
Yeah, it was a happy accident, honestly. So our original guitar player, Jason, he at the time was married to Melody Van Zandt, which is Ronnie's daughter. And as a thank you to Judy, who owned the Freebird Live, which no longer is here, but it was a live venue here in Jacksonville, Florida. That was the first place we played.
That's right.
And as a thank you to her, one night they did Simple Man acoustic for her, and it was great. So we ended up in Boston a little bit later on our first tour, and the DJ up there, Mistress Carrie, she was like, "Hey, I'm having bands come in and play covers." That's the only cover we knew as a band. And we did it. And it took off. Like the calls were out just crazy. And at that time we were still really struggling to get traction on that first record. You know, it was doing okay, but we weren't getting the attention we needed to continue forward. And we ended up putting that song on the record. So some people out there actually have a copy of Legal Whisper that doesn't have Simple Man on it because it was released before that. And then we put it back on there.
The deluxe
and
copy.
It took off. Yeah. And it took off. And now we're lucky enough that, you know, Skinner themselves gave us the nod and said, "It's not our song anymore. It's yours," which was probably the biggest honor.
That's big, man. Yeah.
It's gotta be pretty huge.
Yeah. They,
it's gotta feel really good.
They, you know, y'all have done so good over time on, and it's not just blowing smoke. It just simple is, man. I mean, y'all have been record after record after record has just been amazing. Like I said, I told you that I thought Planet Zero was my favorite song, but I love the new one. In fact, when I heard it was Dance Kid Dance, at first I had two things in my head that popped up. I was like, did they just name that damn album that? And then I also heard from the old cowboy days, or probably when I was a kid and we were doing stuff to each other, I probably can't even talk about that. It was Dance MF Dance. That's what popped up in my head. But now that album is fantastic, man. And
Thank you.
Is it Brent or is it Eric? Who's doing a lot of the writing on this stuff, man?
Brett and Eric are the main songwriters. I am not a songwriter. It's them, and then we have what we call our fifth Beatle, who's been with us since Sound of Madness, and that's Dave Bassett, who is a dear friend. And when we were making Sound of Madness, it was a rough time in the band, and it was pretty much Brett and myself at that period of time when we recorded Sound of Madness. And Dave Bassett was there with us, and you know, Brett and him were writing a bunch of songs together. So that'd be the big trifecta. Zach does write quite a few things. But the major writers would be Brent Eric and Dave Bassett. In fact, what was it? Which single was that?
Outlaw? No.
Nope. The recent one. I blank on. I'm so bad with the names of my friends. I am so bad. Anyhow, Zach's written a bunch, and Safe and Sound. Zach wrote that main riff.
Man, that's
for that song. So
that's, you know, it's fantastic. And another thing on that song, and you know, maybe 18-year-old me or 16-year-old me wouldn't appreciate it more, but I love it. The dance troupe or whatever that did the video for that, man, I thought it was freaking excellent, man.
That was a fun video to record, and typically I hate doing videos. I really truly do. Because you're faking it, you know. It's not really you playing live. It's you recording a video, and being a drummer, the drums are silenced, so they're just stuffed with things so they don't make noise, and the cymbals are literally two cymbals glued together so they don't make noise. And hitting those things for hours on end just is not fun.
Yeah.
So I don't really enjoy videos.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. We were talking about somebody. We were talking about drummers with shoulder problems. I said, well, I have to ask Barry, are you any shoulder problems?
My right shoulder is trashed.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it. Yeah, Rob was.
That's a lot of years.
My age on. It's a lot of years. And you can see my age and how far my cymbals have come down over the years. They're a lot lower than what they used to
be. Yeah, I just thought about that because we were talking. You know, Rob was conjuring that. Well, maybe it's technique, and you don't. I'm like,
yeah, but after 40 plus years,
it don't matter what technique you got. Just hit.
It's a lot of torture.
Yeah, I can tell you,
It's like boxing. I'm taking these wooden
Yeah.
sticks and slamming them to metal and plastic. It's going to take a toll, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it does, you know.
Yeah.
You have your injuries. You know, I can't feel my hands the way probably most people do. And my shoulder's busted and my back's busted. And you know what? I look at them and go, those are earned. I'm blessed. I earned those by working hard. So
that's right.
I don't let it affect me.
It's part of your story, man. That's, you know, people talk about erasing this. I'm like, look, it's part of who I am. This is how I got to where I'm at today, you know? So you don't trade any of that.
100%.
Yeah. They, man, y'all, the songs have been so damn good. And then I know y'all did work with Blair Daly some on the last, like I said, was an old friend of mine. It's one of his dad and my dad are like very good friends back home. And another friend of mine, Shelby Hansen. You know Shelby, don't you?
I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's spoken well of y'all in the past as well, man. And
he's a great guy.
He is, dude. I want to have him on, and I wouldn't want him on as, you don't want him on as a tell-all or something, but man, he's done so much road, and those are really good stories usually. You know, you can usually mine out of plenty of those, but Shelby's a good guy, man.
You can, and people don't realize, you know, the amount of work and what jobs are available in the music industry that aren't a band member.
Yeah.
There's so much to it, whether it's tour management, production, stage manager, lighting, audio.
Right.
There's so much to the road, and to put that show on for the fans, there's many positions that you can make a wonderful career at that people don't know about.
Yeah. Let me tell you that I knew Metallica did it, but then when I did the Biloxi show for Shinedown and Jelly Roll right before Jelly Roll popped, I was back and I was like, look at that. God, I mean, with so many and their team, Shinedown's team is amazing, man. They are the people that do from the film, the guy that does pyro to
the whole production behind the scenes.
It is very good. It's just like, was it last year that I went to see? I would normally not go see
the country.
I went to see Luke Bryan because another tour manager friend got me in touch with somebody, and he reached out to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll come." And they're just amazing musicians. Not only that behind them, but it's the team behind, man. Just how and they remind me very much of your team. And I said I did tell somebody. I said, "Man, they're the Metallica of country music." That's what I told somebody, man.
They are.
but
they kind of took over the whole, Garth Brooks thing, which Garth Brooks also has a fantastic team. A lot of those guys are lifers. The team we've been able to create over the years, I've got people that have been working with us, not me, us, for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's huge.
I was kind of curious about that because, to get that kind of consistency, I mean, just they'll go in and they take this out, put this in, put this. I mean, it is a freaking science, man. And just everybody that's putting that together is, it's amazing. No, it's not as amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool to watch.
Is it cooler to watch that or Zach's kids run around shooting people with jail guns or whatever the heck they were shooting with?
Man, I'm glad those kids grew up a little bit.
That was fun. That was funny to see when I went there and did that as well. But
it's fun. He's got great kids, and they love being out on the road. My daughter would rather not be on the road ever, but it's nice. We try to create a family environment. Our crew and our band, and we're a family. We know each other's problems. We know each other's spouses. We know, we care, and I think that's what creates a good career and creates longevity too in the industry.
Yeah, I can say this. A lot of people have opinions on this and that on musicians, but you're with Shinedown. I can guarantee you 100% you're getting exactly what you see through their music and everything else. It's not some kind of a horseshit story. They're just good people, man.
So you think that's different nowadays? That the tour is more inclusive of the families than the older days where it was just the guys going crazy, on the road without all their family and spouses. Has that changed?
It has and it hasn't. For the most part, yes. Okay. A lot of things contribute to that. One, you get older, you have families. That's one thing. Two, two, it's not 1975 anymore. There's cameras everywhere. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You know,
True story.
don't be an idiot because it will be seen.
Yeah.
It will be seen. So you don't want to do those things. And three, you aren't going to exist. You know, the 25-year-old myself and the 25-year-old band members that we were at that time, it was dangerous. It was trouble. And if we would have kept on that path, no way in heck would we still be here. And that's not to slight my other two band members. I love Brad. I love Jason. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
No,
it was just toxic.
No,
we were young and stupid.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely life. Like I think I told you that story about the Dust for Life guy telling me that stuff in Biloxi, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was the most. You never hear anybody be that honest, but he was very honest about messing up. You know that we were talking about the Wind Up. All those bands were sung by Wind Up, and the guy made a comment about Creed, which was, he might as well have said something about Jesus Christ in an evangelical conference, but but that was bad timing, man. But I mean, it's different, man. You know, it really isn't.
It sounds like it makes it a lot more pleasant to be with your family, you know, so you don't miss that. Well, miss those moments too, you know.
Yeah, and
it is.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it is, you know, even if your family doesn't come out, you know that it's a different environment that welcomes that. So, you know, like my family, my wife and daughter, they don't want to be out there. They just don't enjoy it. They're not into it. That's my job. Go do your thing. Unless we have a cool day or two off in a really nice place or a fun city, they're not coming out. They have their own life. My daughter's a sports girl, so she's going to do her own thing. And that's cool too, you know?
Barry's been married for decades, dude.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm counting on hands. On one hand, maybe think of the friends in that industry.
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm any better, of course. I've handled it for all of us.
No, we're all bad.
But
listen, we all have our sins. Right. We all do.
Yes,
I'm very blessed though. I have an understanding wife. I've been married for 24 years. Nice. We've been together for close to 30. I mean, we met in college before any of this. So that's the whole reason she doesn't care. She's not even a music fan. When I met her, she had one CD, and I think it was, who was it? It was one of those Lilith Fair bands. Sarah McLachlan or something.
Sarah McLachlan,
yeah. You know,
probably was.
Those poor dogs. But yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, man, that's okay.
Well, congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
Thank you.
That's unheard of with musicians, anyways.
Yeah, and and he's also
it's rare.
Yeah,
he's also got. Speaking of Shinedown, when y'all added Eric to the band, first off, I remember looking that up years ago. I was like, "There's no way that's his last name." I mean, it has to be a stage name because the bass player, his last name is Bass. You pronounce it how you want to pronounce it, but bass. But he also is.
It's Bass like the fish because it's a British last name. Not that he's British, but from his heritage. But everybody calls him Eric Bass because that's what they think.
That's cool.
It's like a 1980s stage name.
That's exactly what I thought. I said, what is this? Yeah,
I imagine that works.
Going back to Sevenfold or something with stage names, but also he is the master of the freaking pan flute. The commercial you used to see, he plays every damn instrument known to mankind. How many instruments does he play? I saw a video the other day actually on it, but I knew that already. Just like, well, who the hell's playing that mandolin? So yeah, he's got a little bit of
pretty
everything.
much everything but drums. Thanks God.
Wow,
man, he is skilled. Yeah,
do you play just
piano, bass, guitar?
Do you play a full acoustic, or are you doing a hybrid kit?
It's 99.9% acoustic. Okay. I do have a couple trigger pads that I use for a couple songs, but other than that, it's acoustic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
So you mean
that's good though.
Hit parade
keeps it simple.
No, it's hip parade. Yeah. That's good, man. Also Barry has a interest in booze, brews, and barbecue. They do like Mr. John and Mr. Ty. He is the other member of that crew.
And it's booze like ghost, right?
Yes.
Paranormal stuff.
Paranormal.
Correct.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And they've been...
Yeah, that's my fault.
Is that your fault? You're into the ghost stuff?
Yeah, well, I've always been. I've always just been fascinated by the idea of something else out there. And this was John and I talking over a beer while we were on tour, just post-COVID, like, let's do something else. What if we did this? Booze Brews Barbecue and make like a travel destination thing.
Now you said you weren't a movie guy, so how did you get into the paranormal stuff?
I think it was more reading scary stories when I was a kid.
Okay.
My grandmother was from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and Slidell area, and then also
Nice.
New Orleans. So all from that area, and she was the biggest storyteller on the planet. But she would tell you the craziest ghost stories, and she made everything up, but you believe they were real.
Yeah,
That's awesome, though, man.
that is awesome.
So I just kind of grew up with it. And then when those paranormal shows started coming out, like Original Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures and all those things, I was just fascinated. I'm like, okay, if 99% of this is fake, 1%, there's something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some truth to everything, man.
There's some truth. And, on top of that, I love beer. So we go to breweries, and I love food and barbecue specifically. So we go to these places, but the show's more about really promoting the local community and the local restaurant and the local brewery and the local haunted place, and three idiots literally having a good time. We don't script anything. It's, we walk into these places, like, so what do you want us to say? And I was like, I don't know, be yourself.
That's
We're just
the best
filming.
way. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, y'all do.
We try to do the same thing. We try not to script anything.
Yeah, we thought about it at first, but no.
It can't. It comes across that way, and you're like, when
does.
people script it, you're like, you're lying.
Sounds like
Yeah,
You're
AI.
lying. Somebody told you to say that.
Yeah. No, y'all.
Or they're going to put me on an apple box because I'm 5 foot something and John and Ty are 6 foot something. It's
right.
just what it is. That's genetics.
I feel you, man.
Stand on it. Yeah, that. I did tell that to Rob today, and he's like, "Really?" He goes, "Most are like, no."
Most drummers are like tall and full of muscles.
Well, I didn't say.
I'm full of muscles. I'm just short.
I didn't say you were. I didn't tell him you anything else. I just said. I said he looks like he's about the same height as CJ. That's what I told him. So yeah, but
Yeah, I think we might, aside from AC/DC, we might be the shortest band in rock and roll because I'm one of the tallest ones in the band, and that ain't saying anything. I'm 5'8".
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, because you look at the picture, and I'm like, and I knew Zach was already, but yeah, that surprised me. But I don't give a damn how tall you are.
I think because the audience, when you look from that perspective, you look 10 feet tall on stage, no matter
Right.
what.
You're on the riser, and you're surrounded by a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the drummer usually doesn't get
Yeah.
seen,
Do
but
you play a pretty big kit?
Relatively, yeah.
Relatively. Yeah.
It's kind of like a Bonham-esque kit as far
wow.
as one
Okay.
rack up and 2 floors,
Yeah.
but then there's added stuff on it.
Okay.
yeah, they y'all have a great story written, man, and I think y'all have got a lot more to go. I hope so, man. I keep waiting for the.
I hope so.
I mean, their music's played constantly on. I listen to satellite radio, and
Yeah.
it's like constantly on,
Yeah, and
constantly,
it's the rarity,
which is good.
it's the rarity of a band that is getting blown non-stop.
airplay.
A lot of airplay all the
Yeah.
damn time, and I keep waiting for them to come out with the like the creative album. In other words, the one that it's a far departure from. But no, I think they're too big under contract right now to do anything like that. But
No, it ain't the contract. We just like to give the music to the fans. But I'll tell you what, that second record, Us and Them, was pretty experimental.
that
When you
was.
listen to that thing, it's all over the place.
It is a lot different. But there's a song, and this is going to be another reference where I'm just stared at and blinked at. But there's another song on this album. I can't remember which one it is, but it has definitely got a Flock of Seagulls vibe to the beginning of it.
Okay. I'm a big Flock of Seagulls.
Deep End.
Is it Deep End?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's Deep End.
I'm gonna have to go check it
Yeah.
out.
It's got a very synthy,
Yes.
80s new wave kind of thing to it. Man, I got fought on that one because I love that song. And my other guys are kind of like, I don't know. And I was like, that has to go on the record. It has to go on the record.
Yeah.
It was a knockdown, drag out fight, but I won.
Wow. Nice.
It's good, man. Like I said, I thought y'all released y'all released like 4 singles before the album came out, and I was like, man, the whole thing pretty damn deep. But I haven't found anything I don't like so far. So I mean, y'all did good as always, man. I know.
Thank you.
We're just giving you the shine that everybody else does, but
No. I'm proud of it because I can say from a distance that I'm not the main songwriter. I'm not a songwriter, but I'm so proud to be in a band where we never once have phoned it in. Every time we put our nose to the grindstone and
That's
we go
awesome.
in there and go into the studio and make sure that we're not putting garbage out there or just repeating the last thing we did.
Just keeping it
and
honest.
that to me is huge, because a lot of the bands, it almost becomes cookie cutter. Like, oh, this band has a new record. Sounds like the last one.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think it's cool. I don't know. We don't do that.
No, y'all have done something like, his Brent's vocals will lead to where he can do a harmony of any song and ease into something that's just nice. And Searchlight I love Searchlight. I mean, to be honest, as much as I love Planet Zero, the guilty pleasure song is still probably Crow and the Butterfly, which you get some of those shows, but you won't get every show. But it's.
Well, next time you come to a show, you just let me know and I'll make sure it's in the set list.
I don't want to play that, dude. You're going to see me in enough shows. It won't be a problem once I get the anchor chain off. But no, no, y'all have always had something, even I think, is it Dance Kid Dance that has the closest thing we can get to a guitar solo, I believe, these days in it. So yeah, it's y'all go back and forth on the heavy and the gentle. So I love it, man. Then it's a good kick.
The whole band's music fans. We listen to everything. I mean, if you looked at my playlist, you'd be like, what? What is he listening to today? I don't know.
I call that just being a real musician, because there's so many people that are stuck in one thing, and I don't think you get very much out of that.
Yeah.
I think real musicians like to kind of listen to everything.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have one question that I didn't ask you. Okay, you have a brother that's apparently that's in radio that I misconfused with somebody else. But what about parents? Are parents still around?
Yeah, parents are still around. They live about 10 minutes from me. My brother lives about 10 minutes. They're in the same neighborhood.
Wow.
I'm a lucky man. Yeah. So I got my parents there in their very late 70s and still up and moving. My dad's probably the most active 78-year-old that I know.
That's awesome, man.
That is good.
He retired a few years ago. I grew up in Panama City, Florida. And when Hurricane Michael came through, they got blown out. It was done. And it was basically, my dad called it forced retirement, because he's an retired Air Force, but he's still contracted for the Air Force Base, and Tyndall Air Force Base got destroyed and his building was gone.
Oh.
So he was like, I guess I'm retired now. And we said, Dad, just move closer to us, because you need to see your grandkids. Yeah. My brother also has a daughter. You need to see your grandkids. We want you closer. I'd love to move back to Panama City still to this day, but airports, stuff like that for my career. My brother has his career here. It just made sense to have him here, and it's been an absolute blessing. It's fun. My dad does pottery now. That's his thing. With my wife, they're constantly making plates and bowls and other weird stuff. It's neat. I'm very lucky.
That's blessed, dude.
That is
awesome. That is
blessed.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, that's I know how much John missed his dad on Father's Day this year. I could tell John
it crushed him. I was with him a couple days ago, and he's been through it, but I think I don't know that pain yet. I've had loss, but not of my direct parents.
Me either, man.
I can only imagine.
Mine, like I said,
that's awesome.
I think I tell you
yours
when,
in the 90s.
We talked about it, yeah.
In 91, and getting ready to be 91. My dad and my mom's going to be 93, and all my cousins, my dad's younger and older siblings, none of them have a parent left, and I think God knew, he knew who the biggest wuss was in our family that needed his parents just forever. When I had to tell my parents something recently, I waited until I had everything, because I knew, I'm like, man, I don't want to put any burden on my damn parents, so it's.
Sure.
But they're great. They're both in my dad's legs. His circulation is gone, but I mean, he's mentally all there. Mom's all mentally all there. As much as you can be for a 90-something-year-old person that you don't want to put a pillow over and smother till their legs stop kicking. But no.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, no, they're great. I wouldn't trade them for anything, and everything that I am today, I owe because of them, man. So, but
100%. I grew up in a Leave It to Beaver family. Had a great childhood. They took great care of me. We didn't want for much, and they worked really hard. And
apparently let you make a lot of noise.
Somehow, unless it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I was growing up, because I don't know if you remember that show called Crossfire.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember.
It was a news show where they had, I forget the guys on there, but it was conservative and a liberal, and they would just go after the topics every day. And that was at 5 o'clock. So my dad would get home from the base.
Yeah.
You better not look at him, not talk to him for that hour that this show's on. That was his thing.
And Jesus, I
It's
run
pretty good trade off.
And and I run, and I run from that toxicity
Yeah.
now. I'm like, don't
Politics.
turn that
I do
on.
too.
Yeah, don't turn it off. But yeah, it's amazing,
It's
dude.
so bad now. I can't even do it.
I know.
No, we were talking about that earlier. Just how we can't. Oh, everything gets. I think a big thing with people is if you hear somebody make a comment, as we all know about things like that, if you know in somebody's soul, and I think that maybe was the reason before all the social media stuff, where you get just a clip, before you had some kind of knowledge of that person, and you knew about that person, you knew where they came from when they said it. Now somebody clips it, and they're making it their speech. It's not really even yours. It's words that they took from you, but they make it their own weapon.
Context isn't there.
They weaponize it,
Yeah.
So it's a weird world, man.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way, man. But hey, boy. But no, that's it, man. We just wanted to touch base with you, and we're all fans, and
Yep.
and you're a good guy, man. You are what you are.
I appreciate it.
And
Yeah, I ain't changing. This is who I am, and God love it.
yeah, and if you don't know, I mean, come on, everybody and their brother knows. You can catch Shinedown on any music
Everywhere.
platform. Obviously, can catch them on YouTube, and then every social media platform known to man, and the Booze, Brews, and Barbecue
Yep.
setup is really cool. They go to different towns. They hang out at your local pub. You may have a festival in town that they go to that day. They are very active in their communities, and they love doing it. And you'll see a lot of those events when Shinedown has a break-in tour. And
Not anytime soon, but we will be releasing the first season here very shortly of Booze Brews.
Oh,
We're
cool.
just waiting on the platform to agree, and then y'all get full
Nice.
full episodes.
and we will push the hell out of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
As long as you enjoy it, don't give me any false pretenses.
it was great. It tasted great. Oh, no, it was. No, you guys do good stuff, man. But hey, that is Mr. Barry Kerch. Thanks for joining us today, Barry.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime, any place.
All right, man. This is the Nonsense Chronicles, and we are out of here.
Later.